Hi there, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Urban Rider for a look at the Rev'it Stealth Hoody. This is one of the most interesting items in the new spring-summer lineup for 2016, and we want to take a few moments to really explain the concept of what we have here. At a glance, this looks much like a kind of soft shell hoodie jacket, the likes of which we've seen a few times in the past from other brands. Soft shell hoodies, great idea, nice and comfortable to live with, but not the most technical idea as an outer layer on a motorbike or a scooter. At a glance, this is what we have. However, Rev'it, being Rev'it, have taken it to the next level technically and have come up with something really, really interesting. So essentially, what we have here is a highly abrasion resistant, fully waterproof and breathable, seam sealed, very lightweight protection incorporated into a hoodie. So this is something that, as far as I'm aware, hasn't really been done before. The actual fabric itself is a kind of Polycotton denim outer, and it's the same basic fabric that we get with the Orlando H2o waterproof jeans, which we saw come out in the autumn-winter. These are an incredibly technical pair of jeans. We've all worn them around the office. They are fully waterproof, and it's quite astonishing how well they work, but also how light and comfortable they feel as well, and just denim-like they feel in their nature. So you have that as a kind of outer layer. It's got a mechanical stretch to it, which means it's nice and sort of easy to get on with, and it takes the shape of your body quite nicely too. But combined with that, in the high sort of critical impact zones, as they call them, you've got this PWR shield, which is essentially the kind of Kevlar equivalent that Rev'it have developed. And that gives you obviously this really top level of abrasion resistance in those impact zones. And that combines with Rev'it's award-winning, Dot Design award-winning CE Level 1 approved armour that's incorporated in the jacket in the elbows and shoulders. So this is the C-Smart armour. It's unbelievably thin, to tell you the truth, to the point that this jacket actually has it all fitted and comes with it in, but you probably wouldn't have guessed if I put my hands right together, right between my hands. As you can see, there's no gap at all. That is actually including the armour layer as well, which is quite remarkable. That's also removable, but the point is this is taking this armour and the idea of an outer layer that you would just wear fashionably to that very next level. And really it's not far at all away from just everyday clothing becoming fully technical for bike wear. So it's really impressive that Rev'it have done that. So in terms of the actual jacket itself, let's kind of take a little bit of a closer look. We've got this kind of double and triple stitching throughout, as you get with the actual Orlando jeans themselves. You've got this kind of nice dark sort of finish to the jacket, really sort of clean lines. Tailoring is very good as well, so a real nice fit to the garment. Around the hood itself, the hood's got a nice sort of shape to it, but you've got this kind of drawstring element just to bring it in as well if you need to. Elasticated cuffs, which is still, despite being elasticated, made out of that same abrasion resistant and waterproof layer as well. Pretty sort of simple, subtle detailing on the side here on this kind of Velcro panel. And as you go around the back, not really too much to note other than the fact that you've got this kind of button here, so you can actually clip down the hood itself and just kind of take it out of the way if, you know, the hood is not really something you want to be kind of getting in the way of the helmet or just off the bike too. Nice feature. Backs of both of the arms, a really subtle high-vis strip as well. And as we see right at the bottom, you've got that elasticated waist as you would expect with any hoodie. Because this is a fully waterproof fabric on this outer layer, you'll note if you kind of get up close that you've actually got these little kind of holes at the bottom of the pocket. Now that's basically because if you didn't, the pockets would simply fill with water, being waterproof as they are. So you've got buttons, snap buttons, just in the middle of either pocket, just to kind of keep it profile to your body as much as possible when those pockets aren't in use, just so that there's minimal chance of water getting in there anyway. But this is a nice little feature, attention to detail, a little leather pull tab, which has Rev'it engraved into it, which is really nice and chunky, but very easy to use. A storm flap, which has got that waterproof fabric running underneath the outer zipper, so that's just to prevent any of the water that gets through the zip getting into you, and that's obviously nice attention to detail again. Square pocket on the inside, pretty kind of universal. And if you can see, there's a kind of white fabric just coming through just past this kind of inner sports mesh liner. And that is the actual Hydratex membrane itself, the waterproof, breathable, seam-sealed membrane that makes this garment what it is. So overall, I think it's just a really impressive concept, because you would never think that genuinely a sensible option would be wearing a hoodie on a motorbike, but basically there's no reason that you would think that now with this garment. So it's just a garment that really kind of interests me as something I'd wear on and off the bike around town. And basically it doesn't matter what the weather's like, it doesn't matter where you're riding or how long for. This is something that can take on anything and it really is that kind of soft shell outer layer you'd wear around the house, let alone just kind of out and about. So for me, really exciting, but would love to know what you think and what you ride and kind of how this relates. So leave us any kind of comments you may have. We love hearing from you guys. If you've got any questions, anything I've missed, do please let me know, and I'll get back to you in a couple of days, just in the comment section below the video. And please stay tuned. Rev'it and other leading brands at our store have got so much good stuff coming out for 2016. It's really exciting to show you. We're hoping we'll get this in time for the London Bike Show. It's kind of literally the deadline is the day these are released, so we'll find out. But do stay tuned and subscribe to the newsletter for more info on that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.